Okay, so in this SoundCloud, I'm going to be talking about the platform and label post. Specifically for this one, I'm going to be talking about the platforms. So there are 4 major platforms which people are able to watch music on. The number 1 for this is YouTube, obviously. Then it is Vevo, I'm not sure. Then it is Vimeo, and then MUZU TV. So if we start off with YouTube first, this is obviously the first website which you go to. It has a whole genre for music videos. You're able to select and filter by genre, recommendation, popularity, popularity and other characteristics such as that. What's really good is that you're also able to get content which is HD. Although it's not for all of them, it's good that the option is there and available. You're also able to create playlists where the person listening is able to create a list of their favourite music and music videos without losing them. So it's quite interesting to see how YouTube has developed to offer this option and not just funny animal videos and so much more. Okay, so moving on to Vevo, I'm not sure. So this actually does have its own website, although you're able to see their videos on YouTube as well. It functions pretty well on other platforms, bearing in mind it's not its own. And one thing which it does promise to have on the website is only HD videos, like legally as well. They had a whole protesting about it, but I think that's actually a really interesting point to see that they've gone so far into making sure that their videos are the best quality. It also shows that to the artists that their music themselves is really important to the record label, and they want to make sure that they do their best to help this record. So just like on YouTube, you are able to sort the videos by genre, popularity or date, which is quite interesting that you can do it by date, as it means that you should be able to get the most up-to-date ones. You're also able to create a playlist equivalent as long as you sign in. This isn't like the end of the world having to sign in. It's just like a little thing which they do. It's probably something they can send you PR stuff, but that's nothing like any other website now. But overall, as they're all free as well, it's pretty good. So the next one I want to talk about is Vimeo. This has actually got a nickname called the smaller YouTube. I found that quite funny. I don't know why. So it does have the option for HD, although unlike Vevo, it isn't like part of their deal with the law. I'm not sure what to call that. It will come to me in a bit. But they do have the option for it, which I think is interesting. What's also really good is that if some artists don't feel comfortable with going to a record label with some of their work, you are actually, the audience is able to upload their own content. So this, although it might not get you loads of popularity, it will definitely help in some ways, as people are still able to listen to it. I also think it brings a little bit more independence for people, as they don't have to rely on anybody else and they can do it all just themselves. It almost so might be good for this reason if people are really shy, for example, and they don't really want to share, which is fair enough. It's just fair enough if that's the reason. What I thought was interesting is that on their permanent part of the website, they have the most up-to-date and best music videos available. So it's interesting that for YouTube and Vevo, you have to do it all yourself, but then clearly that doesn't apply when it comes to Vimeo. For the next point, I genuinely thought that this was a really interesting thing, and I actually haven't seen this yet, apart from, technically it's on YouTube, but I wouldn't really call it the same if I'm honest. So, on Vimeo, they actually have a shout box where people are able to comment things and share links to different videos which they actually like, as well as a lot of other things. I know that in YouTube they have the comment box, but that's mainly just about one video. This is about general stuff on this website, so I think it's quite cool to see that they've got that option. And finally, moving on to muzu.tv. So this is it actually labelled itself the platform to view and watch music videos. It's quite a big statement to have that, so obviously they think that they're up to the challenge which comes with that label. So it's actually a great source for watching the latest music videos. When it comes to YouTube, they actually update them, where it does depend on a few different artists, but most of the time it will mean that they post their YouTube stuff a little bit after when it comes out. This isn't due to anything, it's just down to time pressure and all of that. So a lot of the videos on this website are HD, although there are still the occasional one which are shocking quality. I suppose you can't help this all the time, but it's good to know that they don't have it throughout and all bad quality I'm on about. So you are able to browse various categories such as the genres, the charts, new releases, and breaking artists. I do think that it's interesting the way in which they offer, for example, new releases, as it should allow some of the more upcoming artists get a chance. I think that's quite a good thing to include, if I'm honest. What's also good about this one is that if you type in an artist's name or a song, it will also come up with suggestions which are very similar. Which are very similar to that sort of style. So it should help you listen to other things or suggest other things which you might like, which is interesting to think about, if I'm honest. So this sums up the platforms for this post.